What's going on, Pixel Hackers? Christian Lovrecich from pixlfeed here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to test a product idea and market without going broke. But before we get started, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. So one of the biggest mistakes that I see people do is they spend all this money on getting a product developed or making a product and then taking it to the market and then no one buys it. So they spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars without untested product. That is dumb. We have the internet and we have Facebook, Instagram, influencers, everything. You have to use it to your advantage. So I'm going to walk you through the steps that I personally do when coming up with an idea for a new product or testing a new product, or how I consult my clients into turning it into an idea, into a business or a product line. So let's get started. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go to a little site where the link in the description below is, and it's called Fiverr, right? And for those of you that don't know what Fiverr is a marketplace for freelancers where you actually pay people starting $5 and up to do work for you. So there's people that do SEO, there's people who do backlinks, there's people who do, posting on their pages, stuff like that. So you're gonna go in there, you're gonna go to Fiverr, right? You're gonna click the link below down in the description. You're gonna go to Fiverr, you're gonna type in, you're gonna look for two things. If you have a design, if you need a design for a product, let's say a clothing line or a t-shirt or something like that, you're going to do designer. Okay? All right, and bear with me right here. If you have an idea for a product, like an invention, okay, then the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna look for product design. Or CAD design. That CAD, for those of you that don't know, it's AutoCAD. It's a 3D rendering engine, typographic thing. The other thing that you can do, so let's say it's another type of product and you want to show the packaging or anything like that, you can also search for premium packaging. All right, premium packaging or label. All right, so when you do this, right, and you find these people, if it's just a design for a t-shirt or whatever, go with designer. If you have an idea for a product and you need to showcase the product without actually having an engineer design it, but you have it in your head and you want to tell them exactly how they can make it look like for you, you search for the product design or the CAD design, right? So this is good. This guy is going to design your actual product for you. And then the other guy, the premium packaging and label, is the one who's going to design the packaging and label for your brand. So let's say you're doing coffee. This is the guy that's going to design the bag for your coffee with your logo and all that good stuff. If it's a product like as seen on TV type of product, it's going to be your product design, CAD design, and then you combine it with the premium packaging label. They all have different, when you go on Fiverr, all these people have different packages that they offer. They start at $5 and they go all the way up to a couple $100. But, there's a reason why we're going to do it this way, okay? So you're going to get all of this design, right? And I'm looking at my notes because I have notes. I want to make sure I don't forget anything for you guys. So there's two ways that we can go with this. So that person designs everything for you. Now you have it ready to go. You're going to ask them to design it for you on a 1080 by 1080 square image, okay? Because we're going to grab that image and we're going to do two things with it, okay? You're going to do your audience research on Audience Insights. If you don't know what Audience Insights is for Facebook, search it on my channel. There's a video about it. I'll put the link in the description as well. You're going to Audience Insights and you're going to search who your audience is in that product. Okay? Once you find that audience, you're going to create a Facebook page or an Instagram page, and you're going to post stuff related to your niche, just your niche, and then your product. Okay? So you're going to make that post. All right. So this is FB for Facebook and IG for Instagram. Okay. And here You can hire influencers. Again, there's another video in the description where I talk about how to reach out to influencers. So here we're gonna go with influencers. You're gonna send them instructions with your picture or video of your product. If you're doing a picture, the designer should be able to do your pictures. If your designer can't do video, then search Fiverr for a video editor, okay? All right, so now we have our post about our product or whatever it is. Now, we need proof of concept. We need to find out if people are interested in this product. So there's two ways that you can do it on Facebook and IG. You can boost your post for as little as $10 a day. You can go in there, choose your audience that you found on Audience Insights with the interest in there, $10 a day, because a post is going to be an engagement campaign. You let it run for 5 days. On those 5 days, people are going to let you know in the likes, shares, and comments if they like it or they hate it, okay? They're going to let you know because people like you guys in the YouTube comments, leave me a comment if you're watching this, you made it this far, congrats. Haters make us famous. So if they like it, they're going to let you know. If they don't like it, they're going to let you know. Either way, the more they comment and interact with the post is better for you. It's going to get more reach. Influencers, you find influencers in your niche. You contact them, you send them a DM. Hey, I got this product. I want to see if people are interested in it. I need you to post on your story and your profile, blah, blah, blah. You work out the details, how much you're willing to pay, what time of the day, all that stuff. And they'll do the same. And then you're going to get feedback. You test a very small amount, okay? The cheapest you can go, 20 bucks. I mean, you don't even have to go 50 here. You can do 20. You just want to see if the interest is there. If you don't get interest here, guess what? You're out. Product is done. Do not get emotionally attached to designs or products. If you don't see the response there, you're done. You kill it. I don't care how much in love you're with it. Okay, the next step, if there's interest here, right? Kill. You kill. If there's interest here, then we move on to the next phase. You can use both sources of traffic here. I prefer Facebook because I'm a Facebook expert. No, I prefer to use Facebook because I can control everything. So what I would do, I will build a funnel, a lead magnet, so I can catch these people's emails. All right. So I create another post, right, with the call to action being, hey, we're doing a pre-launch on our product. To get more information on that product, click the button below and we'll send you more information for the release date. Now you're building a list. You hook it up to your autoresponder, or you just leave it there. So let's say my favorite active campaign, link in the description. Okay. And then you can keep communicating with them from there or not, depending on what you're doing with your product, what you're developing, blah, blah, blah. You keep them up to date. You document the process, right? Or you should start, you document the process everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, whatever. If you made it this far, congrats. You have a winner in your hands. It's a matter of taking it to the next level. Okay, so now we have a funnel that we built. We're gonna start building a list. So there's 3 ways we can go here, okay? And I know you guys can't see this, so let me create a new page. So we go here. There's 3 different ways we can go with this. And it comes down to how much money you got. Because floor, we don't want investors. We want to use our own money, because guess what happens when you use investors? They're going to take a chunk of your company and they're going to control everything. The more money they give you, the more control they have. Okay, you don't want that. You want control over your own company. Okay, so this is what you're going to do next. Option number 1, if it's not super expensive and you have the capital to do it, right? Actually, for these 2 options, you're going to go 2 ways with it. You can build a super badass sales funnel. If it's a like one type of product, right? Let's say it's a type of product that the only thing you can offer is quantity breaks, okay? You wanna use definitely a funnel or a sales funnel. So your sales page is gonna come in, and on that sales page, you offer 3 packages. The more they buy at once, the more of a discount they get, and then it's up to you, depending on what you have access to, you can create related products, and you can do upsells and downsells, right? And thank you, Paige. But this is a pre-sale, and you let them know straight up ahead of time. It's a pre-sale. Hey, we're developing the product. The launch date is, whatever the timeline is for it, okay? So you start your pre-sale right here, okay? Or you can do a Shopify store if you're dealing with collections. So if it's collections like a fashion line where you have clothing and jewelry and other things, or you have a bunch of, I don't know, I would say more than 5 products, I'll definitely go with a Shopify store, because you can have more products, and you can have upsells and downsells as well. But if you have collections, it's a little bit more complicated, so I will probably go with Shopify. Pre-sale, you're gonna do if it's a quantity break with an upsell and a downsell, or a couple of upsells that are related to it, like accessories or anything like that. But that's when you only have like 3 or 4 products max. Here, if you have more than 5 or 10, you wanna go with the store. And number 3, Kickstarter. Kickstarter. I always misspell stuff when I'm doing videos for you guys. Kickstarter. Kickstarter, you're gonna go in Kickstarter. Well, first of all, you need to do this. You need to do this research in your niche, whatever your niche is, whatever your product in that niche. You're gonna check out the top competitors in that field, and you're basically gonna see what's working for them. And whatever's working for them, you're gonna do what we call funnel hacking, or just hacking in period, product hacking, design hacking. You're gonna look at their store, you're gonna look at their funnels, you're gonna look at their Kickstarters, so you're gonna see what they're doing. What are they offering? What's the offer? What does it look like? What colors are they using? That type of stuff. You wanna look into this stuff, and you should do a lot of research for your product or your idea before you even get to this stage, when you're trying to come up with the idea. But if you made it this far, that's good news. Congratulate, give yourself a pat on the back. So you're either gonna do the pre-sale through a funnel, right? You're gonna do a store if it's a bunch of products, more than 5 or 10 ideally, or a Kickstarter if you want to bankroll the whole production of the product. So what you do here, the trick to winning Kickstarter is creating a lead campaign using Facebook ads, right? And you're gonna build that list. Remember that list we were talking about? You're gonna keep building it. But what you do with Kickstarter in order to get people to opt in and give you their money is you're gonna value stack. And you should be value stack on everything, right? But it's easier to value stack on Kickstarter. So you go option 1, 2, 3, and I don't have Kickstarter in front of me right now, but you can do like option number 1. If you buy our minimum Kickstarter donation, or whatever I can't remember what they call it, the minimum donation, you get just the product when it comes out. Option number 2, if you buy option number 2, you're gonna get the product plus a t-shirt that goes with that product. Or it can be option number 2, the product plus accessory number 1. If you do option number 3, you're gonna do, the product plus an accessory plus a t-shirt. Option number 4, you keep stacking and stacking and stacking, right? And the more you stack, the higher your donation can go and the more money you can get up front. Now, Kickstarter is a little bit trickier. So, because you gotta convince people to give you their money, and a lot of money beforehand, especially if you're inventing a product from the get-go. So what I'd recommend doing here, for all 3 really, again, you go back to Fiverr. And you can hire a copywriter. Right? I always misspell stuff when I do videos for you guys. You hire a copywriter and you make sure they write the content for your funnels, the content for your product designs right here. And especially Kickstarter. Kickstarter, it's a hard sell because you're asking people to believe in your product before you even made it. Okay? So that's how you do it. But the other thing too, you know, if you're getting to this level, if you're bringing it to this level, at that point you gotta hire either engineers or a product design firm. And once you hire that product design firm, you actually should hire the product design firm. Now to think about it before you even get to this point. If it's proven, if people are responding to everything that you put out there, you hire the product design firm and you got to get the information on how much it's going to cost. You got to figure out how long is it going to take to get made, all that good stuff. And once you hire them to get going, if they say, hey, we're going to have everything ready for you in 4 weeks or whatever, add another 4 weeks on top of that, just in case there's delays. You don't want to deal with delays with shipping or the product not being ready on time. The other cool thing about if you Google product design firms or a product design firm, you know, a million of them are going to come up. And what you do is they're actually going to put you, a lot of them have contacts in China or India or, you know, whatever, Vietnam, with factories and manufacturers where they can make the product for you. So I highly recommend that before getting over here, you hire a product design firm. That way they make the contact for you with the factory, and then you know exactly how much it's gonna cost. And you can put that money up front yourself if you have it, or do the Kickstarter deal where you have people pay for it up front. The other thing that I recommend, you know, when you're launching, another tip of advice for you guys, if you get to the point where you're launching, you know, make sure you communicate with your customers, with your clients. You keep them up to date on everything that's going on. That's why it's very important that you start with that lead magnet and you start creating that list where you can have constant communication with your clients. But the key to doing this without money out of your pocket, without money out of your pocket, or the less amount of money possible, it's pre-sale. It's pre-sale as much as you can, because if you pre-sell your product, guess what? The public is gonna fund it for you. And people have no problem paying for something if they really fall in love with the product. It's all how you market it, it's all how you sell it. All right? So if you like this video, let me know about that idea that you have below that you're coming up with. Make sure to like one of the boxes above me. Keep watching, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.